In 1982, a little known Austrian bodybuilder made a wee film, and a few years later made a sequel to that with moderate success. Arrow USA have just released a new 4K master of these films, and I got it. So this is it. The Conan Chronicles, Conan Barbarian and Conan Destroyer 4K. Let's see if it's any good. Welcome to Mad Marty Movie Reviews. Right, before we check on how good these transfers are after these two films, let's check what we get in this wee box set. So this is the box set, the Conan Chronicles. So you have Conan Barbarian and Conan Destroyer. And this typical way Arrow, you get it in this lovely hard box set with irony on the front. You've got this nice kind of spot glossing effect on the box and on Arnie itself, so it's very nice. Then you're on to the spine, so Conan Chronicles, Arrow, and on the back, what you get in the pack. There's a lot of details there of what's happening in this box set. We'll go into that in more detail later. So inside, leave box aside, you get Conan the Barbarian with the original artwork, Conan the Destroyer with the original artwork, and you get a fantastic huge booklet about both the films, as well as the two posters. So we'll check out the posters first. Put these to the side. Don't know if we'll get them on all in the one picture, but so the first one will be, it'll be the original artwork for Conan the Barbarian, and as normal with Arrow, it's high quality paper they use for the posters. They're double sided. On the other side you have just a big large picture of Arnold from the film itself. Very high quality. And the other poster is, of course, the original artwork of the Conan the Destroyer. Very nice with those two. And on the back, another high quality image of Arnie. Now onto the booklet first. As you can see, it's got Arnie on the front, on the back, and it's Conan the Barbarian cast and crew and Destroyer cast and crew, and then all about location and behind the scenes. So you have lots of information about the film and about the actors in it, with shots from the film, Max von Sydow. So there's a lot of reading involved in this about both films. High quality as normal from Arrow. James Earl Jones. It's an excellent booklet. It's not even a booklet, it's a book. Now on to the two films. They're both with original artwork, and they are reversible as well. Picture of Arnie with a sword, but I'd rather keep it the originals in the boxes themselves. And the Destroyer the same. Cast of more or less the main cast of this film. There's Grace Jones, We'll check now inside what you get in each box. So we'll start with Conan Barbarian. When you open it, of course you get the art cards as normal, but you get all Arrow's releases. They've all got the same background. There's an ad for some upcoming movie. Move out of the way. They all got the same Conan Barbarian on the back. So they have. And on the front ones then you have stills from the movie. As normal way Arrow. High quality paper being used. It's nice to have. When you get 6 of them. Very nice. And inside the pack itself then you get the disc of Conan Barbarian 4K, the films on that, and disc 2 Blu-ray of all the extras. Actually a good set. That's normal with Arrow, you get plenty for your money. And then Conan Destroyer, same again. 6 art cards. Love your Diablo. Very good again, nice quality. Only one disc in this set. It's 4K of the film. The extras are on the other disc. So that's what you get in the set. Very good quality as normal for Arrow. So you get both films, 4K, massive book, and 2 posters. And a lovely big hard case to hold everything in. So that's it. That's Conan Chronicles 4K by Arrow. So first up is Conan the Barbarian. Now, this film was released in 1982 and stars a young Arnie. Luckily he doesn't have much words to do in this film. He's mostly there for his muscles and for a lot of killing, but he's very watchable. The story is of young Conan's family are all massacred by the snake cult, and then he's enslaved. But as he gets older, he's thrown into the pits where he learns to fight and becomes the best fighter and ultimate warrior in a way. And he surprisingly gets released. So him and 2 friends go on their way, and they're asked by a king, played by Max von Sydow, to go and rescue his daughter, who's under influence of the same snake cult, whose leader is played by James Earl Jones, with probably one of the worst wigs you'll ever see in your life. But his voice is just so menacing, and he's brilliant in this film.
The desire in your heart, I gave you this. Such a waste. Contemplate this on the tree of woe. Crucify him.
Now, we've probably all have seen this film over the years. It is very old, but you'll never see it as good as this. Now, Arrow have done a full remaster on the original negative, and I've added Dolby Vision on HDR10, and it looks amazing. Now, it's so crystal clear. It's good as it's ever going to be. Now, there's going to be green in some of the darker scenes. It was a pretty low budget film for its time, but it doesn't distract from the film itself. Now, the HDR from Dolby Vision really brightens up the colours, especially the reds, greens, and it's fantastic looking. Now, onto the sound, they've remastered actually the original Dolby, the mono sound, and it's fantastic. I actually watched it in mono sound, and you probably wouldn't need any more, but it has a Dolby Atmos soundtrack too, which is very good. Now, there isn't a serious amount of high levels effects, but especially with the amazing soundtrack, it just does envelop you and gets you engrossed in the film slightly more even. Now, there's so many extras on this discs, but I haven't gotten through even a small amount of them yet. But they look fantastic, and it seems to be plenty of information on how this film was made. Now on to the second film, Conan the Destroyer. Now, this isn't anywhere near as good as Conan the Barbarian. Still a good enough laugh, but as Barbarian was an R-rated movie, plenty of blood and guts. This one was PG-13, so it's been tamed down a bit. Still has a bit of violence in it though. It's the same kind of story. Conan is offered to take this little princess to see if he can find some mystical horn that can bring back the dead. And he's got companions, Grace Jones being one of them, who is very good in this film.
What would you do to get him?
Grab him! And take him!
You grab him and take him.
Take him! Like that.
Film. Helping them out as they fight all manner of monsters and beasts and cannibals. This film actually looks slightly better than Barbarian, as it was filmed with a bigger budget. And Dolby Vision really brings out the colours in it, especially, of course, the blood, the bright reds. And it's got the same upkeep on the sound as well. Still got the original mono sound, which is very good, and a Dolby Atmos. And it's the same with Barbarian, but Atmos is pretty good, but the high channels aren't really used a lot, only for a little bit of atmosphere. But it's by far the best it's ever sounded, and by far the best ever looked. There's not as many extras in this one, but there's still plenty to keep you occupied if you like the extras in these movies. And that's my kind of take on these two films. Now, Arrow have done a fantastic job with both these movies, and getting both of them in one pack for $60, which was, I think, a steal. Disappointing, but they're not actually releasing it over here, because both these films were big hits in Ireland and UK and Europe, so it's disappointing, but they haven't decided to release it here. It must be something to do with rights. But this box set is fantastic. Arrow, as I say, after doing Carrie, have really upped their game, and they're getting better. Now, I wish I had a slip cover like they had with Carrie on this one, but it's still pretty good. It's a good quality box set. Now, if you like this little review, just give us a wee thumbs up, and please subscribe. I'm trying my best to get to 100 subscribers, something around 79 here now at the minute. And leave a little comment. See what you think of these films. Have you watched them when you're growing up? I say we nearly all have seen them, Arnie's first films. And what do you think of them? And would you be interested in even getting a nice 4K version of them? They do look fantastic and sound fantastic, and definitely worth buying if you can get it, especially at that pretty good price, 60 quid for both films. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully have a couple more reviews up soon. I have another Arrow box set to do. Arrow are costing me a fortune at the moment. But they're worth it. So thanks again, and bye bye.